poppin', everybody? How's everyone doing this evening? This is your boy Ivan. Now we're gonna do a two-part prediction video to the next death battle, which is gonna be Captain Marvel from Marvel, obviously, versus Shazam, also called Captain Marvel from the DC Comics. Now, like I said, this is a two-part series. The video you're gonna see now is gonna be part one. So after you finish with this video, please go to Ninja's channel and see the rest and see the second part of it. And also, since you're going to be heading there, please like, comment, share, subscribe to him as well, because he makes some great stuff. So, without further ado, let's get to the prediction.
What's poppin', everybody? How's everyone doing this evening? It's your boy Ivan, and I'm here with my boy Nij DFX, and we're gonna do a prediction video to the next death battle, Captain Marvel versus Shazam. So, bro, what are your thoughts on this battle so far?
Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much, but I feel like it's going to be a shit stomp.
Yeah, given all the information what I'm getting from so far, I think that's exactly what's gonna happen. So, what do you want to talk about first?
Both movies are being released pretty close in 2019 perspective. And for those of you cats that don't know, which I'm sure most of you do, Captain Marvel is the name of both of them. There was a legal lawsuit back in the day that kind of shifted naming and stuff. So that's why
Really?
That's what happened originally, because Captain Marvel, technically, Shazam, I'm going to say it that way, he technically, and maybe somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, and I apologize if I'm going off of false memory. Captain Marvel originally was made by Marvel, actually. Shazam, whoever we want to call him to this day. He's technically a Marvel originated character. And yeah, so, but the way that he acted and attributed all his powers, back in the day, of course, the court saw him as a ripoff of Superman. So then DC got the rights to him.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. That I didn't know. I thought he was just named Captain Marvel for the sake of it. But the fact that he was originally Marvel, that's very interesting. I did not know that at all.
Yeah, I could be totally wrong, and I apologize. I probably should have researched it quick before this video, but no turning back here. We're going to be authentic, and if you guys know the real story, or correct me if I'm wrong, please feel free. Comments below.
Yes, please, because none of us are perfect. But anyway, yeah. So despite the fact that we still think that this is going to be a pretty easy win for Shazam, it's still going to be an entertaining fight nonetheless. And given her feats that we know about, and there's probably feats that they didn't mention she can do, which I'm pretty sure they're going to have to bring up in the next fight, she may potentially have a chance. Like, this could go either way. This could be close, but just based on their feats alone, and I'm just trying to be nice to Captain Marvel, the Marvel Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. But just looking at his strength, because it literally says he can really match Superman in terms of power. He can match Wonder Woman and Flash, as we've seen, can move faster than light, many, many times faster than light. And I'm pretty sure Carol can do the same too, at the most, like at the highest extent. But even that just doesn't compare to, I'm sure, what Shazam could do. It even says right here, as I'm looking at it, that his magic could almost kill Superman. So if that's the case, yeah. What about you, man? What do you want to add on to that, or?
Well, I mean, to be fair, magic or Superman is vulnerable to magic. I don't want to say it's a Kryptonian feat, because it seems that any human on Earth is just as susceptible. I just don't see it based on everything that she's ever done, versus our boy here, Shazam. I mean, I definitely would like to see her whoop some ass.
I mean, just given what she has, it's not going to be 100% stop. She's going to put up a hell of a fight. Especially with taking binary into consideration. So, knowing that he shoots lightning, he's definitely going to be using that a lot. And so, if she absorbs enough of that lightning, she may potentially, achieve the full power of binary. But as they stated in the show for the previous death battle when she fought Android 18, that may not potentially be enough. She has to absorb a lot of power to do that. And if if Shazam could see that if she's getting power doing this, he's not going to rely on lightning anymore. He's just going to rely on his fist. But I can only see that. I can really see that as her best bet. it's full power binary. What are your thoughts on that, man?
Well, the fact that our boy Shazam has the little conundrum in him for the little Merlin, the guy, the original old school guy that's inside of him. I don't want to say he's omniscience, omniscience, whatever word you want to use, but he knows to analyze. The thing that he has is he has the hacks.
Solomon's wisdom.
Yes, Solomon's wisdom. Thank you. To know what his opponent does and how it works, how everything just happens. So he's gonna know not to play. If in theory, let's say she could absorb the lightning, he's gonna know way well before the round even starts not to feed her. So I don't see her getting any boosts from that. You know, like it just I just don't see anything. I mean, like we can start off, with the feats here. When you look at the top strongest DC superheroes versus the top Marvel heroes, Shazam is in the top probably 20 or 25. She is nowhere near in that top. So, like, it's a very unbalanced.
Yeah, it's just this is actually what I've talked about before. Like, I didn't talk about this on a podcast or whatever, but something that I discussed before is just the power scaling. Is like if you're gonna do these fights, consider the power scaling and not just their origins or things that would kind of make them similar. Then okay, they have same names. The other movies came out, but you have to look at other things. If one person is gonna completely shit stop the other, that's not going to be entertaining. It's going to be predictable, and it's going to be kind of boring. No matter how fun no matter how amazing the animation is going to be. So it's just like I guess they still hadn't taken that into consideration, especially with the last Death Battle we reacted to, and now this one. Even the very first one, Aquaman and Namor, that was super close. Like that was 100% accurate in terms of their scaling because they were so even. So that I applaud them for. But this one is just like there's no points considering his Solomon's wisdom, Hercules' strength, Atlas' stamina, Zeus' power, Achilles' courage, Mercury's speed. It's just like what chance in hell does she have? And and what I was talking about, when we were going over the, I'm sorry guys, I stutter a lot. You all know that, so get used to it. But talking about how, he's gonna be able to sense that she can absorb energy. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that just for animation's sake, just for the eye candy.
Yep.
She's gonna shoot lightning, she's gonna absorb it, but in reality, he's gonna see that coming, and he's not gonna know not to do that. So yes. And as we're gonna look at his feats from the Solomon Wishes right here, it says right here he can tell exactly how a monster who he's never fought before powers work. The wisdom of Solomon immediately calms him down. It says he breathes through a test in the comic books. It tells him if he's in an illusion. He can tell him if Cerberus can see in just an illusion created by Shazam. It can warn him of an enemy attack. It even helped him command his Egyptian army in a battle that lasted 5,000 years. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to tell a woman's, Captain Marvel's power pretty quickly. So that's one shit stomp. And he has a lot of feats from his strength from Hercules. Like he said, it says right here, he beat up a monster who had just absorbed the power of Superman, Aquaman, Elongated Man, and Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
If he can handle himself against the powers of those guys, it's just like, what's the point? You know what I mean? And
exactly.
And this is just one of the few things I'm looking at here. It says here he said he fought Martian Manhunter while resisting Gray Man's mind control. He broke through a trap he broke through like some type of bandage that Superman got trapped in. He's OP. Like he's more OP than I thought he was gonna be, really. And like his stamina is practically unlimited. Zeus's power, it's Zeus, yeah. It even says right here, his lightning can break the Justice Leagues free from Neuron's mind control, resist the Gray Man's mind control, travel back in time to the Big Bang. It ignored the beam that trapped Superman. That's what I was referring to. Resisting temptation from the Spear of Destiny, and could have killed Superman with his lightning. Even though he's still weak to magic, it's still impressive considering what the massive potential that Superman's capable of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Anything you want to add on, dude?
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel we can go down Captain Marvel's feats to the best of what I remember, just to throw some, effort into the pool. But
Yeah.
we're both pretty much on the same page that Shazam is somebody that actually can fight Superman toe to toe. Actually, in fact, took a full blown real Superman punch. We ain't talking about no like casual Superman fighting crime where he goes easy on people, obviously, because he's the one to like explode their brains. We're talking about he mistaken at the first Shazam for an enemy, a bad enemy, as in Superman had to do what he had to do. So
Yeah.
he straight up clocked Shazam, and Shazam took it like a champ. Like there was no doubt. Like I'm gonna have to just flex here for a bit. It's just
Yeah.
like he took that punch, whatever. He can go with combat speeds, Wonder Woman, and Flash. He's able to quote unquote ta 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 ta, against them. I'm gonna say ta 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 as well, da 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 da. You know what I mean? Like you watch anime where they're like, or even like da 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 da. They're sitting there going da 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 da. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I just say ta 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 ta. He can do that with Flash and Wonder Woman casually, like you mentioned before. Dude's got omniscience. I shouldn't say it to that extent, but it just feels that way, where he just knows everything that's going on, who he's fighting, what the world is, like what it is, weaknesses, or I don't know about weaknesses, but how their power works. So he's not gonna fall for her absorbing bullshit.
Yeah, if they do that, it's gonna be just for the animation purposes. It's gonna be eye candy. They're gonna make him like shoot lightning. She's gonna absorb it, just to make it seem like she had a good chance. But in real, they're gonna drop the ball. Like, yeah, he could have saw that coming right away, and like there was no way. There was no way in fuck. I guess like that's definitely logical that they're gonna do that.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. So,
but to talk about, go ahead.
I just really want to throw out there, though, Captain Marvel's best tributes that I remember, we have to give her credit where it's due. She did knock out Thanos.
Yeah, she did, but it did say he was weakened, though.
Yeah, he wasn't, like, rocking, like, the super gauntlet with gems or anything like that. We're talking about, like, base Thanos. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while, so don't hate.
But I will say, though...
She also did punch down the Hulk. She caught him off guard, took him down. Obviously, to be able to even punch Hulk without breaking your hand or whatever is impressive feat. But very soon to be after that, she got shit stomped by him.